So good morning, everyone. I would like to say a few words just to welcome you all. I know that there are some people here in the room, but there are also a lot of people around the world that are today attending this first conference on digital economy and sustainability. So I just wish to welcome you to this conference and to wish you all, a very productive day and a day that will contribute to the reflection upon not only the digital achievements that we are pursuing, but also the impact in terms of environmental terms, social terms, and economic terms. The digital economy is the economy that is going to grow more and more in these future years, in these future decades. It makes our life a lot easier, but it also has many challenges. And because we are doing, our path as we walk, I think it's very, very interesting to have a moment of reflection upon the many different aspects where digital touches sustainability and a lot of questions are going to be risen today. So I would like to introduce to you Rui Monteiro. He is he works for the City Hall of Porto in economy, employment, entrepreneurship, and also finance and economic activities. You know that the North region of Portugal is a region where IT and all kinds of developments related to IT are taking, a big boom. And we are going to see that on the round table that we are going to have this morning. So I welcome Rui. I really thank you for being here with us today. Good
morning, everyone. I would like to start by saying thank you to Universidade Lusíada for the invite, and in particular, Professora Isabel Cantista, and on behalf of the Municipality of Porto, also to welcome everyone to the city of Porto that are coming here for the first time, or not the first time, but in the city nevertheless. I will talk to you about a little bit the landscape of Porto economic ecosystem with some data and some numbers for you to have a glance of when we talk about economy and digital economy in particular, what we are talking about in terms of the city of Porto, what is happening now, what is the status quo. In terms of the Porto and the North region, the GDP in terms of the whole country that is represented in north of region is 37% and 47% of exports. So Porto and the north of Portugal are very strong in terms of economic development of a country, especially in exports, but also GDP, as I said, 37%. In terms of the ICT sector, from the last 10 years, the representative landscape of this sector has grown, representing today almost 8% of the full economy of the city from 2010 to 2020. Today we have around 300 tech startups and scale-up companies in the city, almost 2,000 companies, tech companies headquartered in the city, and above 3,000 with offices in Porto, which represent more or less 21,000 employees in the city just on these sectors. The main areas that are present in the city and in the region are fintech, marketplace, health, shared services, data and AI, and also cybersecurity. In the overall business landscape, today we have 11 unicorns present in the city, 4 of Portuguese DNA and 7 foreign ones. Regarding another subject that is very close related to digital economy, it's the issue of expats and digital nomads. Porto has been ranked, according to Nomad List, the 9th best European destination in the world, according to the data from February 2023. And in 2023, it's projected to come to the city more than 52,000 digital nomads, following 42,000 that arrived in 2022. So a big movement in this aspect of expats and digital nomads coming to the city of Porto. Regarding the issue of entrepreneurship, also some data, some numbers for you to have the overall context. According to the startup heatmap in Europe, Porto is now on the 3rd place in terms of popularity, and the capital invested from 2018 to 2022 in startups have reached around 978 million euros from 2018 to 2022, as I said. The second title of the conference, Digital Economy and Sustainability, this is also something that is very present on the policies of the municipality of Porto. We have been developing for 7 years straight a report regarding sustainability that is called Porto Futuro, Porto of the Future, providing stakeholders with a vision of Porto's contribution to sustainable development, as well as of the creation of value for its citizens and the city, with the motto, Cuidado Porto, Cuidado Mundo, taking care of Porto and taking care of the world. We are the only city that has a regular non-financial report about sustainability, something that I urge you to search this report, because it's not very common for cities year after year to have a non-financial report regarding sustainability. The goal is to aggregate and measure the social, economic and environmental impact of initiatives promoted by the city of Porto, aiming to reach the SDGs that were presented by the United Nations with a goal of 2030. Being this report available online if you want to search and to look at it with more attention. What has been the outcome of this tragedy when we talk about the perspective of the municipality and Porto? So the role of Ricardo Valente, the City Councillor of Economics, and my role as department director is to be an enabler for things to happen in Porto. That is very simple. We just want to help everyone in the ecosystem to achieve their goals, to achieve their dreams. So the city is an enabler for this to happen, with open arms, with open doors, and to provide everything that is in our range to welcome all the stakeholders around the economy to be present in the city, to collaborate with institutions like Universidade, Lusíada, and other stakeholders for people to come, to work, to live, to invest, and to feel welcome. That is our goal in the bottom line. What has been the outcome of this tragedy for the ones that are more not very present in the city? So in this term we are finishing a 3rd mandate of 40 years of consecutive leadership of Rui Moreira and Movimento Porto Nosso. So this has been a work that is now 10 years ongoing. It will end in 2025 because they cannot have a new cycle. And all the investment has been done to welcome investment and talent and entrepreneurship in the city has been awarded last 17 of February by the Financial Times, where Porto has ranked #1 place in FDI strategy, ahead of cities such as Birmingham, Manchester, Glasgow, Antwerp, Katowice, Gothenburg, or Bilbao. So this is a foreign, let's say, a foreign independent body that has recognized that Porto has been a long way in creating this ecosystem. The city itself doesn't make any ecosystem. The ecosystem is made by people and companies. Okay, we'll never forget that. But as I said, the municipality here, the aim is to be an enabler. When we talk about, and to finish, digital economy and sustainability, what are the top reasons for people to come to live, work, invest, raise families in Porto? The #1, let's say, variable that people want to be here is talent. The quality of talent that the city has, and we are in a university, and this is something that is a key decision making for anyone that wants to come to Porto or be in Porto to explore their dreams, whatever the area is. The second main variable for choosing Porto is the rising tech ecosystem. Every week we have big players coming to the city. Not anymore on an approach of low-cost salaries. Not the approach today is of high-value services that are made in Porto and export all over the world. For example, we have a health company that is very well known in the city, but I don't know if the youngest know that is called Fair Journey Biologics. Fair Journey. That is a health tech company, and it exports more than 99% of its services are from Porto to abroad. And we have big companies like everyone knows, like Deloitte Digital, that also, I don't know, more than 90% of everything they do in the city of Porto are for foreign customers all over the world. So talent #1, the rising tech ecosystem #2. The third is the strong innovation environment, and here also the universities have a very important role in this aspect, and the University of Porto and anyone that is related to innovation. That is something that also companies look for, to be in the ecosystem where innovation is present on a daily basis. Another key issue, more, let's say, material, is smart location and infrastructure. We are very well located in terms of geography in Europe, with connections from the airport all over the world. And we have very strong infrastructure also, and that is also a key issue for someone that wants to work, live, and invest in the city of Porto. And last but not least, because in the end, when we talk about economy, it's a social science, and we talk about people in the end. And the last but not least is quality of life. Okay, we can have a great source of talent, a rising tech ecosystem, a strong innovation environment, and a good location, but in the end, when we get out of our jobs and go home, we want to go to the park, we want security, we want transportations and so on. So quality of life is something also that is on the top 5 issues that can make a city stronger when we talk about economy, and in this particular digital economy and sustainability. So to finish, I would like to thank you for your attention, and to say again that in terms of information, everything is available and public if you want to search it and enjoy, and to say to everyone to have a great conference. If you need something from Porto Municipality, you can reach me through Professor Isabel Cantista, or directly on my LinkedIn. As I said, we are here to help everyone achieve their dreams. That is our main role because with that, the city and the economy will be stronger, and they're more resilient and more sustainable. So that is the role of the municipality of Porto when we talk about economy. Thank you very much.
Oh, good morning to everybody, particularly to Isabel Cantista and Rui Monteiro from Municipality of Porto, and our guests here and around the world. I'm very pleased to be here and to have accepted the invitation by Professor Isabel Cantista. My name is Luís Valadares Tavares. I'm Professor of Systems Engineering and Management. And I live in Lisbon, not in Porto. So I'm very pleased to know that Porto is becoming a very sustainable city with very interesting projects. Actually, I'm also chairman of a society, a scientific society on public markets. And this year, every year, we award the prize for the most innovative example of public procurement. Last year was exactly the Municipality of Porto. I was pleased to give the prize. So I'm director of the Research Center on Management of Universidade Lusíada. This center adopts a very systemic approach to management science. We have three major locations: Lisbon, Porto, and Vila Nova de Famalicão. And we have four major groups. One group is in the area of public systems, the other in the area of sustainability, human resources, the other is on marketing. I know that here most students are enthusiastic about marketing, so they will be selling everything in a couple of years. And the fourth group is on technology management. When I saw this title of sustainability, I'm a professor, so I like to prepare lectures and presentations. So I have prepared a lecture that sometime, somewhere, it can be useful. Because the issue of sustainability or stability is very interesting in terms of digital economy, digital society. As you know, now sustainability is a buzzword. Everybody speaks about sustainability. But why sustainability in digital economy is so difficult? If you look at figures of this century, last 20 years, the systems have been very unstable. The economic systems, financial systems, logistics systems, human systems, migration systems, and unfortunately, the war systems. So it seems that we moved to digital world and we bought more instability, although we speak a lot of sustainability. And the idea, sometime I'd like to share with you, is the theory of games can give us an explanation. I was speaking with some of you. You are not very fond of mathematics. Most of them told me that the subject they don't like most is mathematics, but I think you should like it, because most problems of modern society, modern companies, modern firms, modern issues of sustainability, you need mathematical models. I work very much on theory of games, and we have a contribution to that situation. Why these systems, these digital systems are so unstable? If you look carefully, most of digital economy is based on zero-sum games. I pay something, you receive something. I give you something, you give me something. And when you have zero-sum games, they have been studied for about a century, from Neumann in 1920. Zero-sum games, usually they are unstable. There are very few cases where you have a saddle point and then they are stable, but they are very rare. Usually, zero-sum games are unstable. And that's introduced a lot of instability in the system, in the economy, in the financial arrangements. So in some way, we need to move from a zero-sum game to a cooperative game. that's a very difficult challenge. We have a research on that. We hope to publish results near future. How can we do that? But we have good examples. For instance, let me give you this example. COMEGI is a good example of 3 different faculties. For instance, Isabel Cantista is the Dean of a Faculty of Management Economics in Porto. Rui Silva, he's with us, is the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering. And we have also in COMEGI the Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Management of Lisbon. So we have different faculties, you have different locations, and I believe, I hope not be contradicted, but I believe that we are a good example of cooperation. Is this usual in Portugal? No, it's very unusual. If you look at FCT research centers, there are very, very few examples of cooperative arrangements like that. In management, there isn't at all. In other areas, you have, particularly in biomedical science, you have these type of arrangements, but they are very rare. So why not be more cooperative also in the industrial area, in companies, in the regions? For instance, the case of Porto is very interesting. Is a municipality very much prone to look at the cooperation of companies. So that's a big issue. That's a big challenge. We don't have answers. But we can say that there is a lot of theoretical work about cooperative games. There is a famous result by Shapley, who deserved the Nobel Prize. So there is some theoretical background helping us to be more cooperative. If we are cooperative, we get coalitions that are much more sustainable, much more stable than the zero-sum games. So this is just an introduction, a few words to open this very, very interesting conference. I'm very glad, very happy that Isabel Cantista is chairing this very interesting activity. I hope we will profit from the discussions, from the presentations. If you need any information from COMEGI, we have a good site, comegi.pt, Lusíada, and you find all the results, the projects we are carrying out. And particularly in terms of students, if any student likes to start working with us, you are welcome. So approach Isabel Cantista. She will give you my phone number and you'll be employed next day. So I hope this is an optimistic message for such a young attendance, and thank you very much. Welcome.